Greetings to all my fellow watch enthusiasts on YouTube and Facebook, and wherever else this video will be seen and shared. Celine Driver once again bringing to you another unboxing and review of a Boldr watch that was loaned into the channel. I do not own this watch. It was loaned in, much like the Odyssey Black Abyss that I recently reviewed. In fact, they came in the same shipping box. But this one is different. Different enough that I thought I would give it its own video, give it its own respect, because it is a bit of a different Odyssey than the Black Abyss. Again, comes in this beautiful dive box type case. Very thick plastic, high quality, good rubberized strap. Makes a great carrying case. Get these catches that are sometimes a bit hard to pop. There you go. And opening it up, we have nice egg crate type padding on the lid. We have the paperwork. We have the cloth. If you have the standard Boldr paperwork, I won't bother you with that. Who needs a user manual for a three-hand dive watch, right? But here it is. This is the Boldr Odyssey. They call this one the Bronze Auburn. Auburn? Yeah, Auburn. The Bronzy. And, beautiful. I have, not to my recollection, ever had the opportunity to get a bronze Boldr in my hands before. Now, I might have, and I might have forgotten it. Sometimes I forget things. I have over 500 videos made, folks. I can't remember every single one. I don't think I've reviewed a bronze Boldr before, but this is a hell of a watch. And it comes on this very nicely matched dark bronze color or chocolate, milk chocolate rubber strap. Again, as I reiterate, rubber straps are not my favorite type of strap, but this one, like the Black Abyss that I just reviewed, it's a very smooth rubber strap by Boldr. And it's very smooth. It feels great. It's not sticky. It doesn't smell funny. It's just a nice, for what it is, it's a really, really nice strap, and it's color matched beautifully to the dial. It works beautifully. Great bezel action. This one's a little stiffer than the Abyss that I just reviewed. I think it might be, obviously not as heavily worked as the other one. This one seems to line up okay. There's no slop in the bezel. It's a 120 click bezel. You've got a signed, oversized crown. It's a screw down crown, of course. When you unscrew it and it releases, you can feel it in your fingers. You can actually hear this one really well. It has two positions. The first position is your date set. The second position hacks the movement and allows you to set the time. Push it in. Movement starts up again, of course. Push it in. Screw it down. You have your full water resistance back. Heavily faceted case, as is usual in the Odyssey lineup. You have a helium escape valve standing out there at the 9 o'clock. You have a stainless steel case back. Even though this is a bronze case, they put a stainless steel case back on it so that there's minimal to no contact of bronze against your skin. You generally don't want that. It will turn your skin green. You have quick release spring bars on the strap. They're stuck in pretty deep in there, though. You might still need some kind of tool to get them out, to move them. but they will release easily enough. So if you didn't like the rubber strap, you want to put it on a leather, you want to put it on a NATO, you'd have to provide different spring bars, of course. You want to put it on a bracelet, it's easy enough to change. I'll give you a wrist shot. And again, a very comfortable watch to wear. I was wearing this watch before I made this video. Whenever somebody loans in a watch, I try and wear it for a couple of days before I shoot the video, so I get a good impression of what the watch feels like in real world scenario. This watch is a bit on the heavy side. I don't mind that so much. I like a heavy watch. I like a thick watch. So this watch wears very nicely to me. You can see on the down the barrel shot on my 7 1/4 inch wrist. The lug to lug is just fine. Obviously, a bigger wrist, it's going to be less at the edges. I'd say this watch is probably good down to about a 6 3/4 inch wrist before it begins to look ridiculous. And I'd hazard to say if you're under 6 3/4 inch wrist, probably this watch is not going to be for you unless you just don't care or you like the look of it on your wrist, despite the fact that it's very oversized. I mean, you know, it's a very subjective measurement. Sometimes I get into trouble by pointing these things out, but I do it anyway. Beautifully done watch. I'm thinking I'm coming up near a dozen Boldrs reviewed on this channel by now, and I've never been disappointed with any Boldr watch. Now, I've been disappointed with their strap choices on many occasions, and I've said so. But as for the mechanics themselves, I've never been disappointed. I've always thought them to be well-engineered, good-looking, solid pieces meant to do what they're meant to do. They do what they're supposed to do. They keep time. They look good. They're rugged. They're built with really good materials, really good quality, really good attention to detail. And if I didn't think so, I wouldn't say it, because this is not sponsored. No Boldr watch review I've ever done has been sponsored. You have a signed bronze clasp. You have signage and logos all over the strap as well. If you can't remember that this is a Boldr watch, you're not paying attention. I have my sheet of facts here, so I can go over the particulars of the watch with you. As I said, this is the Boldr Odyssey. They call this the Bronze Auburn. It is made with CUSN8 bronze in the case and in the buckle and the tang. Domed sapphire crystal. Very slight dome, but it's there. And a Druber rubber strap. Very nice rubber strap. Limited to 100 pieces. I will link to the Boldr website down below in the description, so you can take a look, see if it's still for sale. At the time I was making this video, these watches were still available. Helium escape valve at the 9 o'clock. This one differs from the Abyss, the Black Abyss that I reviewed earlier. That one had an SW200 movement in it. This one has a Seiko NH35 movement. Please, spare me the comments about movement snobbery on my channel. I don't want to hear it. I've beaten that horse to death. And I'm not going to hear it anymore. 120 click bezel. It's a 45.5 millimeter case, 16.8 millimeter thick, 22 millimeter lug width, and a 52 millimeter lug to lug. 500 meter water resistance. A true dive watch. And I would imagine this watch will patina in very, very nicely once it gets exposed to sunlight and humidity and so on and so forth. Here in Florida, this watch will probably patina in very quickly. But alas, it will be going away before it gets the opportunity to do so. Great watch. Fantastic piece. Very happy to recommend that you go to the Boldr website. Link in the description below. Take a look at what they got. If you're in the market for a dive watch and you're into micro brands like I am, definitely worth your time to take a look. And with that, I'm going to wrap the video up. Not much more to say. If you like the video, you like the watch, you found it to be useful, entertaining, informative, please click that thumbs up button for me. It does help the channel with respect to the YouTube algorithms, and I do appreciate it. Comments, questions down below, I do read them all. I do respond to them all. However, if you are going to troll me or you are going to leave links to bad places on the internet, I'm simply going to delete the comment and I'm going to block the commenter. If you're new to the channel, I do bid you welcome. I'm glad you're here. Feel free to watch as many videos as you like. That's what they're there for. But before you leave, please consider subscribing. Please click that red subscribe button. And when you do, click the bell icon as well, so that when I upload new videos, new material, you will be alerted when those videos release. And when I do live streams, which I do every Wednesday afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, or at other times during the week when time and opportunity make themselves available to me, you'll be alerted to when those streams start, and you can come over and join the fun. Meanwhile, as I always say at the end of my videos, it is a crazy old world out there. And it isn't getting any better, folks. Trust me. Turn on the TV. You'll see. But saying that, I do ask you to please be safe, be careful, be well. I'll see you soon.